All right, so we got like 5 or 6 pitches that we've pulled out from one of your outings. And what we're going to notice with every single one of these pitches, which are the same for all the pitches that I watched, but I just picked these out for us to be able to most easily see why our pitches are going where they're going. So if we just go back to this last one, our glove needs to finish into our armpit, chest, ribcage area. Because when it doesn't, the glove will sling our energy and our direction away from our target. And boom, there's your glove way over here. So now your energy is going to go way over here, which will make the throw want to go way over there. We have to finish that glove into our chest. That one was better there, but look where the glove is still at. It's still over here. You got pulled first, and then you try to finish it next by your chest, which helps a little bit, but it's still going to make the ball go this way. You got to finish that glove into the chest and not just swoop it out to the side. So when it swoops out to the side, we're either going to miss low glove side or high arm side. They're the same exact miss. And as we can see, all of your misses, excuse me, for the most part in this video, go in those two spots, high arm side or low glove side. And it's because we're not finishing our glove. Another reason we're having these misses, and it's because of the glove going over here, is our stride is not going to our target. Your stride is going off to the side, the same side that your glove's going. So we're just opening up, and we can tell from here, we're not striding at all. We're just putting that foot down. You're lifting the foot up, and you're putting it back down. You're picking it up, and you're just putting it down. We got to stride. We got to drive off that back leg. We got to think about pushing off that pitching rubber almost, even though that's not what we do, but that's what you need to think about a little bit. And we got to finish that glove big time. Finish the glove. Use our legs. Stride to our target. All right, so we have George Kirby here, who's by far the best strike thrower of all baseball. Not just currently, but ever. He's still young, but what he's doing through 2+ seasons is incredible. All right, this is in his minor league days, but he's got like over 9 strikeouts per walk issued. If we just notice, especially from these high version or the high views, we're going to notice the good leg lift, high knee being raised, and where's the foot at? Dangling underneath his knee. Where's the stride going? Right towards his target. Where's his glove at? Right by that chest, armpit, ribcage area to help all of his energy go straight to the target. Where's all of his energy going? Straight to the target because the stride gets put down forward. The rotation can now go towards the target as long as the glove stays there. And it does. And because of that, the ball gets to go straight. So, great guy to watch for your straight stride and your good glove finish. We got 2 more guys. We got some Millers. We got Mason Miller. This is from last year when he was still a starter. Obviously, now we know he's probably the most electric closer in the game. But we're going to know the same thing. Straight stride. Gloves right there in that good finish position by the rib cage, chest, armpit area. And then we got the young Bobby Miller with same thing. Good straight stride. Glove finishing right in that chest, armpit, rib cage area. Over and over and over again. Noticing that he's landing in that same exact spot every single time. That glove's getting finished in the same exact spot every single time. It's all about that consistency. And then I'll give you one last shot to see the glove working its way out and then making its way back to that chest, armpit, rib cage area, not swooping out away. So that way his energy can stay going right towards the target. All right, so we got some pitches here pulled out from one of your outings. Hopefully one of the first things you notice is that our leg lift is raising the foot up. And now we're in that flamingo pose that we talk about not wanting to be in because it doesn't help us use our legs. We want to raise the knee up nice and high. And we don't want to pull the foot up because now your foot's underneath your butt. You look like a flamingo. That's not what we're looking for, right? We want to pull this knee up high and the foot is dangling underneath the knee. We need to pull that leg up so the foot is out away from our body, so that way as we stride out, that foot remains away from the body so we can get our legs engaged. Here, we're not really able to get our legs engaged because we're not in the best position to be able to do that. When the leg lift gets in a better position, we're going to be in a better position. The next thing we're going to notice is when this foot gets down, look how open you are already. Your entire shoulders have already almost fully rotated before our front foot hits the ground. That'd be like trying to swing at the same time that you're striding. It would be super slow, not explosive, and not very repeatable. The same thing here. If you're trying to throw the baseball before that front foot's in the ground, we're not going to throw it very hard. We're not going to throw it very consistently accurate. And worst of all is we're putting tremendous amount of stress on that arm to try to make these throws. And that's why these throws, especially that one right there, they're not very hard. They're not very fast. Another reason that we don't have a whole lot of velocity here is when we throw the baseball, we do that by rotating our shoulders down and around, which means our chest needs to get where when we throw. Standing straight up and our arm just whip across our chest, or our chest and head getting down and out with the throw. We got to get down and out with the throw. We see here, you just stand tall, and in fact, you almost go up, up, up with the throw. We need to be going down with the throw. And because you're going up with the throw, there's no power to it. And that's why so many of these pitches don't really quite get there, or they're lobbed way over the batter's head, is because we're not using our body to make the throw. One of the main reasons we're not able to use our body to make the throw is because when that foot does hit the ground, our shoulders are already almost fully rotated around. Remember, our lower body rotates first, then our upper body rotates next. If your upper body rotates with your lower body, we're not going to be able to throw hard, we're not going to be able to throw accurately, and worst of all, we're putting a lot of stress on our arm to make those throws. And for the person that's making the most throws in the game at the highest intensity, needs to be the one that's moving their body the best to reduce that stress on their arm as much as possible. So we got to remember a good leg lift to help us get into these strong positions. And then once you feel that front foot has landed from its stride, then we rotate the shoulders. And it's not just the shoulders rotating side to side, but we got to rotate forward and down so we can send the energy of the baseball. Where? Forward and down. But you stay tall, and it just kills off all of our power. Your body is lunging upwards when you go to throw. You're lunging upwards at release. We need to be taking our body and slamming it downwards at release. And here we got Ben Joyce, obviously known for his velocity, but we're just going to be able to see in this slow motion here, a lot easier than that full speed, is just how that chest goes down and out at release. We see that ball is just now out of his fingers and that angle that his chest has out in front. All right, so after watching a good portion of your pitching in this game particular, we're doing a lot of things really good, but there are a few things that we could be doing better that's going to put us in a position to be finding better and more frequent success. One is get that leg lift up, okay? It doesn't matter that guys are on base, right? Everyone's getting stolen bases. Doesn't matter. We'd rather be throwing strikes and getting early and quick outs with good aggressive leg lifts that keep our body flowing and can keep us aggressive, right? These right here aren't helping you at all, okay? Get that leg lift up high. Get it up quick, get it up aggressive, and let's get our body moving. You're athletic. We got to use that athleticism. Right now, we're moving small and short, and that's killing your body's ability to be athletic. The second thing we need to think about is we need to load our arm back. Load our arm back. You're loading your arm up. See how quickly that hand's already up here? We can see that ball in the windscreen behind you. All right? Your hand's all the way up here like you're about to be a softball pitcher whipping that arm now underhand. Our arm is up too early. So now we don't have as much energy to come around with. We want to think about loading that arm back. Let the ball fall down, and then let your elbow pull it back. Think about a bow and arrow. You're loading up a bow and arrow, or you're loading up to punch someone. You wouldn't want to load your arm up like this to punch someone that's standing right in front of you. Right? To give you an example of that, use front view of someone for you that's close to your arm slot. So he's loading his arm back. So it doesn't get up to here until that foot hits the ground. I'm moving this over so we can see you. Right? Ball. But his foot's already hit the ground. Your leg is still coming down from its little leg lift. See, so now your foot's hit the ground, but you've already started to rotate around at that point. We can see Jake over here, he's still fighting to stay sideways. And it's because his arm loads back and then up. Loads back and then up. whereas your arm just goes straight back. Straight back. Remember, the ball falls out of our glove, and then we got to load it back into our back muscles. I'll pull another guy up for us to see. Let's see if I can't find a guy that you know a name of. Trevor Bauer. Gonna load that arm. See that elbow? Loading that elbow back. Back. And then the arm flips up. Then the arm flips up. And it's because the arm goes out of the glove, falls down, and then it loads into our back, and then it flips up to come around. Pull up another guy. Here's a good one. He's in AAA right now with the Giants. Probably the closer of their future. Throws 100 miles an hour. The same thing, that ball falls out of his glove, and then his elbow loads it into his back like he's ready to punch someone, and then it flips up. Then it flips up. Versus you flipping it up right away, flipping it up right away, flipping it up right away. And we just see how much more aggressive that rotation then becomes when that arm does get loaded properly. Bam! Versus that. I mean, you're close. But when we can get that arm to get loaded into a stronger space, and we can get that leg lift up higher, which will help you stride further, which will help us create more power over longer spaces, which will help us throw the ball harder, we're going to find more success. All right? So high aggressive leg lifts all the time. And then load the elbow back. You're about to punch someone. Load it back there and then whip it around.